should be where is the window for where is the window for comments? I hope it is there. Usually we have this window. You don't have comments? Let me check. Hi. Well, it seems like I closed them. Let me open. Yeah, it is going. Finally. I should leave it open. Hi Swain, hi Ben, hi Zoltan. How are you guys? Go triggering things. Just accidentally closed that one. How are you today? Random UTVs, hi. Chris, hi. Look, this is your opinion, you can put it to your hole. Daniel Tubusi, hi. How are you? I'm good. Do we have comments from Twitch? Yeah, we have comments from Twitch too. Crazy here. Oh yeah, I just came from the shower. I need to cut it, but need to find the time for it. Yeah, just came from the shower. Now it's better, I think. Oh my god, it's so hairy. Well, at least I have something on my head, which is you're a jackass. Fuck you, Ban. I like to ban stupid people. Feel very bad for Ukraine. Love, glory, world defenders. Thank you. Yesterday I watched old video. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, thank you, Drunk Drummer. No strategy. Yeah, those stupid people, Ukraine should sign this agreement. All those Orban lovers or Russian lovers, I don't know. Maybe some of the trolls, fuck them. I didn't say that they should put their opinion to their arse. I say to their hole. Hole, it could be different, We have many of the holes in our body, not just arse. And he called me a jackass. It was a personal insult. It is Europe able to help at least? Yeah, not as United States, but still. But United States, they are not helping too much. So, Ukraine from USA, the GOP is rejecting the evil man's surrender plan. Hold fast, Ukraine. People are. Thank you, Emporium. Thank you. Order to recurring. Thank you. Ukraine is getting all its land back. Sven, I guess after Russian regime collapse, it will happen. Hungary, Urbanistan, yeah, for sure, 100%. 100%. Stream. I need to copy my channels. Channel. Oh shit. I closed it. Just a moment, guys. I'll share my stream on Twitch. Sorry, on Twitter. Twitch and Twitter, they're always misspelled by me. Creator dashboard. Okay, stream manager. Yes. Stream now. Okay, that's good. That's true. I like to think most of the United States is for Ukraine. Yeah, even MAGA partially there support Ukraine. Dennis, what do you think of the piggy that want to tell Ukrainian what to do? I think, yeah, Donny really wants to finish this war. He really wants to finish this war, but he doesn't care how to finish it. For him, ideal scenario would be occupation of Ukraine. That's it. Russia, Ukraine doesn't matter. Ukraine is the big obstacle for him to have this partnership with Russia. That's it. He wants to put Russia against China, but it will not happen like that. It is only an agreement if Ukraine agree. Until then, it's just, yeah, it's nothing burger. I agree. But now we have some details about the deal that it was proposed. It was made behind the curtains by Trump's son, I don't know, maybe Trump Jr., Vitkov and Dmitriev. It was made secretly and then shown up, leaked by Dmitriev himself. Hi, what's up? It's crazy. Alan, yes. Even like Republicans, Democrats, it doesn't matter. Hi, Evelyn. Trump and Putin want the world to forgive and forget about the war crimes. Yes, not just forgive, they want to avoid Russia with that deal. The human safari on civilians, missile attacks on hospitals, kindergarten, schools, and civilian homes. The Russian regime needs to be eliminated and isolated from the world at least 100 years. Agree. This Master Putin asked to find a way to fish the war until his economy collapses. Yes. Rock Sa Gamer Erko. Hi, good evening. Slovakia Fitsostan. There's interesting timing for both Putin and Gulf Twitter. They're both in precious situation. Yeah. The worst part is they're very, very, very less arrogant people here in America that voted for the clown show administration we have right now. Yeah, unfortunately, it's like that. Unfortunately. Could be better? Of course, could be better. Yeah, you see this like feature edit on Twitter. You can check out their accounts. So Russian army, it's from account based in South Asia, actually from India. Also technical. This is probably one of the best features added to any social media website. Yeah, it's great actually. I think that we had more details about that one. I even shared this India. Yeah. Sometimes Southeast Asia it shows. For me, it showed India. So there are lots of the paid bots. Russian army, or sometimes they say Republicans or some MAGA stuff. Yeah. UHL. No, I don't think that it will be that bad for Ukraine. You see. Without support, it will be bad, but it's not gonna be like the end of Ukraine. Especially now, Europe will support Ukraine. We basically have nothing from Russia, from United States of America. Yeah, just some of the help, but all the help is being purchased by you. And I don't think that Trump will close that help, as many said. Do you think that Trump could change his mind? Of course, he will change. He will change his mind. I'm sure. It's like if you watch my latest video, it's the Trump's blah blah blah. He always like this. he's like in desperate. He wants to finish this war to have, I don't know, his Nobel Prize or some points, and he's jumping on every sort of the proposal, as he jumped right now on Witkev's peace plan, so-called. But then he will see that it doesn't work as just like that. No. He's like this bully. You signed the peace plan, you signed the peace plan. But then he chickens out every time. Chickens out, chickens out, chickens out. For Russia, for Ukraine. You heard about the mineral deal. It was the same stuff, like, sign it tomorrow or I will... And Ukraine didn't sign. Ukraine said we need more time, negotiations. And later, after some time, the deal was signed. But it was completely different deal. Way better. And yeah, and since that time he is not speaking about this mineral deal any longer. So, but before he said it could be a security guarantee. It's all bullshit, guys. So he's just don't pay attention too much. Yeah, sometimes I have to say about it on my channel because those are the world news, but it means nothing really. Absolutely nothing. Burger. Zero. Blah blah blah. Oh, maybe our guys and some who will be there on a meeting in Switzerland tomorrow. Maybe the weather will be good. They will breathe some of the fresh Swiss air, but that's the only thing from the stuff. But good observation. United States wants to stay connected to Russia. Russia goes deep and sells gold. How do you see the state in 2 years' time? State what? The situation? It will be the same. Just want to say you. Thank you, Higher. The piggy tells that countries what to do with their land, but he'd never accept that himself. He would never give. Yeah, of course. Maybe he would give Alaska to Russia, as you say. Just depends on some. Why is the Russian air defense not being provoked in direction of Moscow? I know that the refineries are more strategic. I don't know. It's up to Ukrainian military to decide what targets to hit. It's from my analytic point of view. It's, I don't know. In the numbers mentioned, thank you, Mr. Bebop. My feeling is the United States will still supply arms, but in secret satellite extremely important. Well, the ex-British defense minister, who was there? I forgot his name, this bald guy. Almost bald. Fuck. I don't remember what his name. Well, so ex-defense minister of UK, he said that it's not important, like intelligence is not important that much from the United States right now, because Ukraine obtains the commercial information, like information from the commercial satellites that also goes well. The same satellites or similar are used for United States Army. Hola, Hawk. Does Ukraine have MiG-21? I don't think so. Ukraine should have kept nukes. Yeah, it was a big mistake. And no one asked the Ukrainians. Like, there was no any referendum, no any voting for should we give up nukes. They just, made it behind the curtains mainly with the United States, Russia, UK. Oh, I will sign. Maybe we'll have money. And so now our people are paying for the stupid decisions of the politicians with their own blood. That's the most disgusting stuff. Never ever give up your weapons, whether it's your weapons personally or weapons in a government, in a country. You'll be fucked. Have you seen Russian? Yeah, we discussed Idle Robot here on stream. That's long story. Not long story, old story. Hope Zelensky doesn't sign this fucking contract. Yeah, I hope that too. You see, we have sane people here like UCL91. Ukraine didn't have a choice. I think Ukraine had the choice. Guess the corruption scandal weakened Zelensky's position. What is your opinion? Did Zelensky handle it well? I don't think he handles it well. I don't think so. I think he should lay off the entire government, entire ministers, all of them. His friend Yermak. There is no trust. Still no trust. Well, the situation with then he's been pushed by Trump, people for sure they will not call, okay, Zelensky should go, but there's still no trust for his entire cabinet, maybe even for himself. His rating went down, so he's not handling the internal corruption scandal well. That's for sure. Ukraine will win this war. Russia goes. I hope so. What I want to search for UKX. Oh, we have someone resubscribed. Thank you for subscribing, Race Freak D. Thanks for subscribing. Thank you. Hi, welcome to the chat. Thanks for supporting the channel. Where do you find actual satellite images, or not from before the conflicts? We don't see actual satellite images. Yeah, on Google you don't have the fresh images. Well, Ukraine has access to some of them. Maxar satellites, I think they're mostly used as the screenshots. Then I analyze Russian refineries or something, Russian airports. Denys, can you play Fallout 3? Pretty please. No, I don't like it, honestly. I'm a Fallout fan, but of the RPG versions, not the first person. Maybe just Vegas, yeah. Fallout Vegas is good. Ukraine has enough nuclear material to enrich to weapons grade. There are not enough equipment for that. There might be a new nuclear program. Sounded like Putin don't want that in their deal. Yeah, of course. Also, you should do motovlogging. Definitely do motovlogging on this channel. Back to the roots. Higher. Maybe I should. Winter motovlogs, yeah? Take some of the skis, travel to the mountains on motorbike and ski there. Actually, it's possible here. Because roads are well cleaned. Well, depends on weather, but most of the time they're clean. So even on a bike you can go to the mountains. $10 per barrel. KGB is done. Maybe. Defense minister. I would like to have some of the bumper here. You see, this microphone, it doesn't have this shock mount. And then I do something on the table, even you can hear it very well, yeah? Even though I have a very silent keyboard, but because I push, you can hear it, it's bad. So, other than that, I really like this microphone. Oh, I have ad block off, but it's okay. So I wonder, Wallace, yeah, Ben Wallace. That's where it was. 4 years old. This article is more. UK Defense Secretary suggests the United States is no longer a superpower. Ben Wallace, Britain Defense Secretary, suggests the United States could no longer be considered a superpower in an interview where he's also trusted his department's handling Afghanistan crisis. Ah, that's happened because of the Afghanistan. No, I want to search something else. Tizio Kayok, thank you for your kind support. Watch Russian oil prices. Yeah, we'll see, we'll see. Starsky took the good one. What do you mean? If you click read there more, the ads go away. Yeah. Like that? Hmm. Inte... Oh. Mm-hmm. BBC, United Kingdom lacks plan to defend itself from invasion. Oh. I wonder... Yeah, those are the new news. He said about it in the beginning of the year that the United States cut the support of intelligence for Ukraine this spring or something. Ben Wallace, he said that Ukraine has additional sources for intelligence and satellite and everything. Okay, it's not real relevant, I guess. I cannot find it now. So it's like with all of this peace deal, it's like the shadow story behind the curtain that was organized by Russians and Vitkov, who is definitely a Russian author, like it's evident already. About Trump, not sure, but Vitkov for sure. Vitkov is playing for Russia all the way. Do you think they will capture Orikhiv? Yeah, they will capture Orikhiv. They will go to Zaporizhia. Maybe there will be the fights for Zaporizhia. We'll see. But not today and not tomorrow. Dutch military failed to shoot down drones. Yeah, I heard about this. Breaking. It appears that under Trump's order, United States strikes on Venezuela may begin very soon. Iberia was announced that it has suspended all flights operations to Venezuela. The airline will reassess the situation before resuming flights, while Air Europa and Plus Ultra continue to operate the Madrid-Caracas route. What can you do to distract people from obscene files? In Netherlands, there are drone incursion over Voilkel air base. They tried to shoot down but missed. Yeah, they should work with the Ukrainians of how to deal with those drones. Is he a Soviet? Vitkov? No, he's not a Soviet. Yeah, that's what it reminds like. Peace treaty between Russia and Chechnya. 3 years later, Chechnya was ruined. Together with city of Grozny. So absolutely the same playbook Russia will play against Ukraine, and this plane wants to achieve. So those were the Hasavurt agreements. We were all brainwashed that Chechens are terrorists by Russia. And that's what happened later. Then Putin came to power. So Yeltsin signed the agreement. Putin came to power, started the war. There were provocations. Many of the Russian buildings were blown up by Russian FSB, showing that there is the casus belli. The same will be with Ukraine. So Russia will sign the agreement. If it's Ukraine will not sign that kind of, but in some of the hypothetical, let's say, yeah, sides sign the agreement, but Russia will restart the war. It's 100%. Do you think Orikhi will be easy to take or will be a fight? Yeah, for every settlement there will be a fight. He's a realtor, not diplomat. Yeah, Trump said himself that he knows nothing, but he trusts the guy. Several flight companies have suspended flights to Venezuela. New NOTAMs were also declared near Venezuela. Ooh. I'm wondering, there is a defense line below town of Pokrovske, but according to you, it doesn't extend to Pokrovske. Yes, not according to me though. It's according to analytics I follow. Okay, I'm not that I'm not placed in Pokrovske to check out the fence line myself. I just see the line on the maps which everyone shares. Okay, so I trust that. So if you know what I mean, 10 kilometers below Pokrovske, it goes to the right. Yeah, it was already penetrated by some of the Russian groups. I hope Svitkov will get kicked. He will not get kicked off. He is with the same cartel, Trump's cartel. He is the co-owner of the Trump's crypto companies, other Trump's companies. He's in a very close ties with Trump. He's behind those shadow schemes, behind the market manipulation from the Trump's team. He's one of the main guys, a wallet of Trump, and Timur Mindich of Trump. So he will not resign and will not be resigned. He's in close connection. Dutch military shoot at drones. Shoot at drones, yeah. But they've flown away. Sub-zero temperatures slow down Russian advance? I think no. I think vice versa. In mud, they may slow down. If the temperatures go below zero, they will have the rigid, robust ground to advance. Yeah. But it's only possible in late January, February. 2 months. But it's like, even in January and February, it could be freezing, but next day +8 or something. Yeah, microbaits, correct. Pizza toppings, ketchup and pineapple. Yeah, G. Joking, yeah, of course. But my daughter, she likes pizza with pineapple. She says, extra ananas, please, all the time, extra pineapple. I don't know, she likes the taste. No, it's okay. It's a little sour, you know. I usually put some lemon. Comb your hair. I have the comb like this one. It's the super comb. I bought in France. It shows this beautiful unicorn. But it works quite well. That's why I bought it. Can sleep, Dennis? Yeah, I can sleep. I have an idea now. I want to record a podcast. I'm also obligated for the streams. I want to record a podcast with my Action 5 Pro camera. I will put it in a hood on a car just like that in front of the windshield. Also gonna put some lights in the car. I have this portable one. And I'm gonna record like from outside the vehicle. At the same time, I'll connect wireless mic to the camera, and it's gonna be like the car podcast, and the viewer will be sitting at the hood, yeah, like perspective, and listen to my podcast. That's the idea. So you understand, yeah? I will be driving and the camera will be in front, but not inside the vehicle, outside the vehicle. But you'll still see me. That's interesting. I have this idea. At night, yeah, just right now. Not right now, then I finish the stream. I want to try it out. Maybe drive somewhere and film this stuff. It is for pets. You think so? Maybe for pets, maybe, yeah. But for pets, it's usually more robust thing. Here, it's kind of clumsy. Ignore the haters. Pineapple works great on pizza, ham, mushroom, and pineapple. Maybe, yeah. I like mushrooms too. I like the thumbnail. Putin will be at the Miss Universe pregnant wearing a pink. What? Oh, what? It should work great. DJI cameras work flawlessly. Yeah, it seems like DJI 4 is after all better, but it doesn't have the dedicated night mode. This 5 Pro, it has the night mode. It's still not ideal, and I want to cancel my Action 6. We'll see if I'll be able. If not, I will film a review, compare DJI Action 4, DJI Action 5, DJI Action 6. And also I ordered DJI Ace Pro 2 because I need it for the night filming. It's better. I have the Action 4, haven't found the reason to. Hoke, do you use lavalier mic, like physical connection, mini jack to lavalier mic, or you use mic mini radio mic, or maybe mic 2? What kind of mic do you use for the camera? I know that you are motovlogging. Yes, for the pineapple on pizza isn't bad at all. Oh, we have lots of the guys who support pineapple in pizza. Interesting. Convince me to buy Action 5. Like, there is the difference. It has the dedicated night mode. That's all. You can watch. Use mic mini. Is it okay? Is the sound okay? Because I use I connect directly this lavalier mic. Used to. Now I don't film motovlogs, but I'm thinking about it. Did you ever had Polaroid camera? No, but one of the reasons why I also bought Ace Pro 2, and just want to show, because it's so freaking versatile. I will show it to you. So here we go. They have Ace Pro 2. This is an old camera presented probably the last year, but my screen just now it's working. I don't know what happened to it, but now it's working. For you, there is no change, but for me, it shut down and now it's working. So this camera I bought, just the white color. I don't like the standard black color. Even my microphone here is white. What I want to show you. I think accessories. Come on, load. Do we have accessories? It's about Polaroid as well. So we choose Ace Pro 2. So it has for how many? 115 euros, so maybe 130 bucks, maybe a little more. You have this box that prints photos. So it's like that. So the camera itself like a Polaroid. Yeah, you have those Polaroid looking photos. As for the watermark, maybe you can cut those, with scissors. So this costs like not too much, I would say. And what we have, paper cartridge for how many photos? I don't know how many photos are there, but it's like people are saying that it's like $50 per photo. And it prints like it goes, the paper goes like this, in, out, in, out, in, out, like it's printing, like a printer. So maybe, maybe I'll purchase it. I'm still thinking. And you see the case for the camera, it's outstanding also. You can turn your action camera into some sort of the different camera. This one I ordered, so you have basically, what do you have? You have zoom wheel, you have programmed knob for maybe expo change like in Sony cameras or any other cameras, and you have mini jack for external mics, and you have battery inside. So very, very good grip, very good use for the camera, and it's still not too big. And the price of it is okay, the same as for the printing, something like that. So you connect the camera. It is bigger, yes, but not too much bigger. And the cold shoe on the top for the light mount. So that's what I need. So I ordered camera separately, and this block also I already ordered separately. The only thing that the camera will be white and this is black, but they have it in one color only. So the option is nice, that you can you have extra battery here, and you have mic like I can use any sort of the radio mic system I have. That's great. That's awesome. The idea, and also what is good with this camera, like in general, why I actually looked at it. Well, it has the best, still the best, even with Action 6. This one has better low light performance, and I need it. I want to film at night mostly, and because I don't have any other option. And also it has the screen which pumps out. Yeah, on DJI cameras you have also small screen, but it doesn't show you everything. Here you can just flip it up, and it's good for framing, good for everything. So this camera is nice, and pure video is fantastic. I wish I had this kind of the camera, and then I was filming my aviation vlogs, because with the Sony, with this camera I have, this is shitty for the night filming. Absolutely shitty. You see nothing. For this camera is way better. But Sony is good, but uncomparable to modern cameras. Well, GoPro 13 is also shitty, the same as Sony for night filming. DJI is good, and Ace Pro 2, Insta360, Ace Pro 2 is also good. Can you do a video or analysis in Russian? Yeah, I can do, but I don't want to. Thank you, Maria. Doubt printing will be any good in small format like that. And printer I bought for $100 broke because it was not used in. Oh, Evelyn, I don't know. Well, we'll see. They just released it, by the way, like maybe 2 weeks ago. So if people complain, I think they will cancel it. I hope that they will release Insta Ace Pro 3 soon. Somehow I like that camera more than DJI. I like DJI as well, but and there the plus for DJI that the battery lasts so long. One battery. For Ace Pro 2, it's not gonna be like that. You have to change the batteries more often. Here it lasts, and also form factor it's smaller, basically. Way smaller, and also you may connect DJI mic wireless microphones directly, radio mics. It's good. A new mobile with built-in action cam will be launched in near future. Around mobile? But why do you need action? Like, I understand action camera with, like, if someone put this thing, this 3 cameras on the action cam, it would be awesome. It would be so versatile, but yeah. The camera itself is not so expensive to put that module there, I think. What we got a double tack. Where do you think the plan goes from here? To nowhere. I already said about it in the beginning. Probably I'll record the podcast about it. More details. What about GoPro? GoPro has a good what? It has good saturation, sharpness, at the depths of field, but only if there is a good light. If there is a down or evening even, it's gonna be shit. There are many YouTubers who use GoPro still. Like, for example, Norley from Itchy Boots. Motorcyclist. I would like to know why Trump always favor Putin's side. He likes those dictators, not just Putin, but strong people. Maybe he wants to be like them, I don't know. He's just this guy. He doesn't like standard, normal values of democracy. He's wannabe dictator. That's my only explanation. It pops out that the mobile phone hasn't smart functions. What? Printers are bane on my experience. They never work. Yeah, maybe. But maybe I'll try, maybe not. I'm still thinking. Still thinking. Preston Stewart. Does this mean the White House was on board with and defended a plan they had no role in crafting, like they just saw 28-point plan and went with it? Yes. Yes. That is how it worked. This is crazy how it worked. Breaking. After talking to Secretary Rubio, Senator Rounds announces that 28-point plan was a Russian document, not a United States document. Full from Senator Rounds, yeah? Secretary Rubio did not make a phone call to us this afternoon. I think he made it very clear to us that we are the recipients of a proposal that was delivered to one of our representatives. It is not our recommendation. It is not our peace plan. It is a proposal that was received. And as an intermediately, we have made arrangement to share it. And we did not release it. It was leaked. It was not released by our members, our representatives. This is an opportunity to receive it, and that it has been utilized and delivered to Ukrainians. And that they will have an opportunity to respond. And it doing so now have one side being represented and the opportunity for the other side to respond. Wow, shit. Like, what is happening? But why Donny was pushing Ukraine so hard? Take this plan. Thursday. That's your dead end. You need to sign it. Come on. Why? They took the Russian plan that was leaked for purpose by Dmitriev, and they pushed on it. The fact that United States pushed on the Russian plan and forced was actually forcing Ukraine to surrender. That's the betrayal. That's the treason. Not of maybe United States of America, but the treason of democracy and ally. Shit. This is so low for United States. Like, at first I thought that it's nothing burger, really, that it was coming from Trump, that it was his idea together with Russians, with Dmitriev, that he appointed Vitkov to make this plan for Ukraine to surrender. But he agreed on freaking Russian plan. And Vitkov is this, wow. Definitely, Politica was right with the article that Vitkov should visit psychiatrist or someone. Trump too, I guess. This is so low, definitely. And now the rating of Trump low. His disapproval rating is a record one. And with that, it will be even lower. That's hilarious. Even this is the chaos of control, chaos of management of the country. It doesn't exist, the management of the country. There was the South Park episode. Then kids went to some sort of the secret controlled center. And how the decision making is done. They basically have the options in a circle what to do. Then then those leaders, they cut chicken's head, and it was like running out, and then it then it falls to some of the cluster or sector. Okay, that is what we should do. Absolutely same as here. Absolutely same as for Donald Trump, like 100%. Cheesy taco, 1,000 high. Bon appetit. He cannot, R9337, he cannot give those keys to Putin because he doesn't have those. Ukrainian people have. Probably time for Vitkov to leave Trump's. He cannot leave. He is with him in close financial ties. Do you have to be rich to become a president? Well, I think in the United States it's must have. In general, no. But still, who would finance campaign and so on. However, Mamdani, he won the elections for mayor, also very big city. And he wasn't rich, let's say. Trump and Putin has a lot in common. War criminals, violations of human rights, and want to together occupy other sovereign nations. Yeah. USA is traitor to NATO, United Nations, and all allied nations. ICC needs to put warrant on Trump. I also think like that it's like betrayal of the interest of his own people, like of his own democracy, his own country. In general, yes, it's like that. How those people vote for Trump, I do not understand. Me too. By the way, watching you from Nepal since 2024, and Denys, what's the time there? Time? For me, it's 1:20 a.m. 20 minutes past 1 at night. Vitkov needs to go back to his natural role, shaded timeshare salesman. Yeah. It's crazy. They're so incompetent. A lot of people watch it. Oh, Alan, thanks. Guys, you may press the like button if you want. Yeah, 137. And we're gonna share the stream on Telegram. I'm playing Arc Raiders. Maybe today I'll play them for some time, maybe 1 hour. But for now, I want to chat. I think chatting is more interesting. And also for the audience, they are more into comments. I'm more into comments. We may discuss something. We may check something out. I think it's more interesting. You have more options for the stream. And those big streamers, well, aside of really people who joined, for example, Twitch a long time ago, like Dr. Disrespect. Well, he's banned from Twitch, but nevertheless, he continues streaming on TikTok, Rumble. Sorry, TikTok, YouTube, Rumble. He has, this long story of streaming. He was professional gamer. So I don't think nowadays it is possible to be a popular streamer just for gaming. I think you should be just chatting, IRL stream, something like that. Or maybe I'm wrong, because there is the guy Chaso, Chaso, the fat ginger guy. He is so popular, and he mostly plays games. So yeah, depends. But his audience, they are like from kindergarten. I have, I think, different audience. Which one's more stupid, voting for Putin or voting for Trump? I think for Putin more, because he is in power for a long time. But I think for Donny it was also stupid to vote, because, come on, it's Donny. He already was a president. What are you, like, people elected him expecting him to change something, but everything was the same. Then he was a president. Like, it only could be worse, because he's getting older. He is getting more crazier. Have you tried virtual reality for gaming? Yeah, I have a PS5 with VR glasses, but I haven't played VR or PlayStation 5 for this year for sure. The last year I played it. Now I simply don't have time. X-Television, hi. Mangusta. Then you think that Trump and administration has reached the bottom? He challenges the limit to get even lower. Yeah, they're going down below the bottom all the time. They voted for Trump because they thought they were going to selfishly profit from it. Only they didn't realize dumb greed's extent to... Yeah, I agree, Dark. Kill to the... I can't... That are called it karma. Yeah, me too. Now it's gonna be maybe America First movement, like Republicans, MAGA, America First, something else like Tucker Carlson, the boy, the king, or I don't know. I think, like, if MAGA hates most of the people, America First will hate the same people plus Jews. That's what I think. Like Tucker Carlson, Major Taylor Greene, who else is there? Those crazy people. Would it be a stupid forecast that Trump and others could end in the jail? I think it's unreal. Sounds unreal. Thanks, Matt Leach. 958. Thank you for support. California is awesome state. Why don't you teach viewers to fly Flight Simulator as a pilot? I think it's like there is nothing to do in this Flight Simulator, really. If you check out like the main Flight Simulator YouTube channels, they are not so big, and those which are big, they just have fun flying Flight Simulator. It's not for teaching, it's not for training. I already have my pilot blog. I teach something to do on Boeing 737 PMDG. I think it was this Explain simulator, yeah. No, PMDG was, on Explain. So for whom? It's like for this part of the people, and I'm not interested in that any longer. What I wanted to say, I already said. So on pilot blog, there will be my reactions. Flight Simulator is boring. I'd better play some role-play games or RPGs or shooters. It's just not for me. In real life, it's awesome. In simulator, it's boring, honestly. The only positivity I see, like the only thing I see in the Microsoft Flight Simulator, for example, 2024, that, the terrain is interesting, the ground is good. I used to live there, nice. But as for the physics and everything, and for systems, It's too easy and too boring. Truck Simulator, I downloaded it and I played it. It's even more boring. Do you have plans in aviation in the future? No. Like, I will stay in aviation at some point, but at some degree, but not too much. 7 hours ahead of you, yeah. Here's UK. We have a similar situation to MAGA with the Reform UK party, one of which has just been jailed for accepting Russian bribes. Yeah, I heard the story. Can you remind me the name? Like, there is the big scandal. UK or Russian. I want to film about it. I think he was jailed for 10 years and 10 years and 2 months. You can watch it here. iPhone 17. Oh shit! It's wrong. I should open it from my. Just a moment, from Opera. It's not just about UK, it's about everything.
Nathan Gill said nothing as he arrived to face the music at the Old Bailey. But during his time in Europe as an MEP, he had plenty to say, often supporting the Russian narrative around Ukraine, because he was getting paid to say it.
The Ukrainian government is in the process of banning the 2 biggest TV channels in the country.
Are you with us?
A Mormon bishop turned politician, Gill was a key member of Nigel Farage's UKIP and Brexit parties. But an investigation by counter-terrorism police found Gill was also busy taking bribes from this man, Oleg Voloshin, a pro-Russian politician in Ukraine.
So this guy was in Ukraine, but now he's in Russia. And Ukraine blocked pro-Russian channels which were financed by Medvedchuk. And via this guy, Medvedchuk continued to finance United Kingdom politicians from this far-right party. Definitely, it's uncovered. Also in the scheme, there were different other politicians, also from AfD.
Voloshin's boss was the so-called Dark Prince, Viktor Medvedchuk, then President Putin's right-hand man in Ukraine.
Prosecution services have opened up this investigation against...
They tasked Gill with making pro-Russian TV appearances and speeches in the European Parliament. When police stopped Gill as he was about to board a flight to Russia and seized his phone, they found WhatsApp messages like this one, talking about gifts and postcards, code for cash.
He didn't clean his messages. By the way, he was uncovered by in the United States. They checked his phone.
Voloshin tells Gill he's received all promised Christmas gifts and requested 5 more postcards for his kind help next week during the debate. He says he'll supply him with lines to take, and Gill replies, excellent.
Proper democratic procedures are being ignored 4 months before an election.
Gill duly delivered Voloshin's script criticising Ukraine verbatim in the European Parliament. Police found bundles of cash at his North Wales home.
He says, I've received all promised Xmas gifts. Do you know what the Xmas gifts were or the Christmas gifts are?
No comment.
Gill also...
No comment. You see? They're elsewhere. They're bribing politicians. They're bribing influential figures and media.
took bribes to enlist other British MEPs, although the court heard there's no evidence they knew he was being paid. The judge said the 10.5-year sentence marked society's condemnation.
Whether or not you believed any of what you said at the behest of Voloshin and Medvedchuk, allowing money to corrupt your moral compass constitutes a grave betrayal of the trust vested in you by the electorate. Your misconduct has ramifications far beyond personal honour, which is now irretrievably damaged. It erodes public confidence in democracy.
The judge told Gill he hadn't just abused the trust of voters, he had fundamentally compromised the integrity of the European Parliament in its dealings with a hostile state, Russia, and at a time when Ukraine was in turmoil. This week, MPs were being warned of the risk from Chinese spies. But the head of the Metropolitan Police's Counter-Terrorism Command says Russian interference is a particular challenge.
Nothing is off the table in terms of how they would wish to affect society here or our parliamentary democracy.
Are we going to see more of these attempts?
Well, it's impossible to say, but we remain alive to that. So we're seeing a whole host of activity on behalf of Russia, in this case pro-Russian elements of the Ukrainian opposition, but we see a lot of activity. We're working very, very closely with our intelligence and international partners, and we're better placed than we've ever been to confront the threat from Russia.
Gill's crimes were in the era before Reform UK was born. Nigel Farage has said he had no knowledge of what he's called Gill's shameful activities, and the police say he is not linked to the case. But he is facing calls tonight, including from the Prime Minister, to investigate how it happened in his party and whether there are any other links between Reform and Russia.
Nice. I will even share this video on my channel, and it's 1 day ago. Jeez.
Nathan Gill said nothing as he arrived to face the music at the...
It's awesome. That's cool. Glad that he was arrested. And you see how Medvedchuk, yeah, bribed everyone around. I think you need to be really stupid to praise Russia in the European Parliament or elsewhere just like that for free. He at least did it for money. I think they all do it for money because it's definitely the diagnosis if they support Russia just like that for free. Farage is a self-declared Putin's fan. Yeah. Maybe he also receives that money, just maybe in not so evident schemes. Farage always warns about not poking the Russian bear. He is involved, yeah. Farage now says he not supports Ukraine, but he says that maybe it's because of this scandal, you know? It's all together. Oh, maybe I should say something to support Ukraine in a way. Zelensky, you should have army or something like that. He tweeted like it's not acceptable for Ukraine to reduce its army. That's, yeah, maybe because of this, because it was published 1 day ago, yeah? 1 day ago we have those news, kind of the big news. That ex-leader of Reform UK involves sentence for taking pro-Russian bribes. Jeez. See you, Jaron. Russia is the USSR. Russia is Russia, but they want to restore USSR like... who was that guy? That guy was the ex-leader, co-founder of Reform UK, who was kind of the high-rank politician or official in that party. Yeah, he was also representative in Parliament, European, not of European Union, but European Parliament. It's a little different structure. So he was jailed for 10.5 years because he took the bribes from Medvedchuk, who is friend of Putin, ex-Ukrainian politician. Denys, what do you think is going to happen after Trump? How's the I think without Trump it will be better for Ukraine, but what I am afraid that this pendulum, this thing that goes from one side to another, pendulum, yeah? Maybe it will go far left, I think, after Trump. That is also not so good. It should be somewhere in the middle. Galloway is also a stooge, 100% Russian mole. Yeah. Russian bear gets poked. It breaks in half in goodbyes. Yeah. This guy is stupid. Like, he leaked his own messages via WhatsApp. Like, everything was leaked on his phone. He gave his phone voluntarily to security control of the airport, and they found out everything. I really appreciate your video and your Captain Dennis channel. I'm a patron supporter, especially one on about pro-Ukraine preliminary Russian speaker. Thank you. Subversion Arts. Thank you so much for your kind support also on Patreon, and thank you for everything. Yeah, without your support, guys, I would be fucked. Well, not fucked. I would be just a usual regular guy without any sort of the influence, like zero influence. I'll do my job in best case as an airline pilot, but I think it also could be challenging for me because with Ukrainian documents, I wouldn't be a pilot here. I would go to other country maybe, but just to fly. Fidias, yeah, Fidias, for sure, Fidias, by the way, invited me for European Parliament to get the part in discussion about something, and I told him I have a friend whose name is Kellen Robertson. I recommend you to speak with him. If you want, I can give you contacts. Somehow he didn't write to me later on. Outdoor videos, yeah, I also like outdoor videos, but you see, they have less views than regular videos in studio, so. Yeah, in crypto, no one can definitely say whom those wallets belong, crypto wallets. And so you can trace the wallet numbers, you can trace transactions, but you cannot trace who is owning what, unless they voluntarily expose their wallet numbers. Onigari, hi. I wonder if we have some news, breaking news, or usual news. I wonder if New York's mayor, Mamdani, will be able to do what he promised in New York. I think it looks unrealistic so far. Freezing the rent payments. Also, what? Free transport. It looks dystopian. Like, it will be dystopian. Looks promising, actually, but it will be dystopian. If Trump is still alive, 2088, he's pretty old now. Yeah, I think Trump has high chances not to get to the end of his term. Subversions. Okay. I will do more of that stuff, yeah. Do you hear them in mountains sometimes? Giant horns. No. I heard the bells, not the horns. The grocery store's idea is a really great idea. You mean but the budget will have to pay, like, for taxpayers will still have to pay for it, for everything. Who is the best candidate to take over after Zelensky? I don't know. I just don't support candidate from military alone. It should be a politician after all. Politician with experience, maybe also connected to military, but not originally from military. Vance, yeah. You should have a video flying or using glider. It's on my aviation channel. I think I can publish that. He's like George Bush wannabe, yeah. I lived in states where the liquor stores are owned by government. Some districts in the United States, that LOL. I have that LOL. Hope you're doing. Sorry for the... Zaluzhny, no, I don't support Zaluzhny at all. He is like... And people, they don't support him any longer because, you know why? The main factor. Because he agreed on this proposal that humiliated him. Well, he did mistakes, yeah, with this counteroffensive. It was a huge mistake. Then he resigned from Ukrainian army. Like, he's a combat general with experience, and still he agreed to resign from army, being a general at the very crucial period for the country, and he didn't pass medical fit to resign. Like, what? So people do not believe that shit, and now I wouldn't say disrespect him, but he will not be a president, absolutely. Zelensky, if there was a run today between Zelensky and him, Zelensky gets more votes, absolutely. Thanks, subscribe for his Telegram channel for Zaluzhny. He posts different shit, like, people are saying, what are you posting, Zaluzhny? He is like that. He is now like this. I'm on his Telegram channel. People are saying, what? Like, it's okay. Everybody is reposting that stuff. People are saying, Zaluzhny, what are you... Like, those old photos he posts, yeah? About Russian strikes he posts. But sometimes it's like... cringe. Where is his cringe? Those are good. I mean, yeah, sometimes like this. So it's, or this, like, then people saw those, like, what are you doing? You should be there in Ukraine, like, you're a military general. What are you doing out there? So it's I also don't understand it. People say I'm a draft dodger or something. We have a general who was a commander of Ukrainian army who went draft dodge, you may say, from Ukrainian army. This guy, he didn't pass medical for purpose. Like, it is evident. Come on, so. The first unfit general in the world. I mean, commander general for purpose. I nominate Starsky. I don't know. Starsky is a military guy. Then your timeline starts on the topic of Ukraine's integration in NATO. What kind of integration? No one proposed Ukraine integration into NATO. It's all hoax. No one saw Ukraine in NATO. Like, maybe saw one, but allies blocked everything. That's why all this hoax with NATO is hoax. Is Telegram still safe to use? So is freaking fuck, but it's like using Twitter, you know. It is owned by Freak, but it's still good if you follow some of the analytics or some of the people you like to follow. That the same goes for Telegram. Like, it's the tool, okay? So, and I'm out there on Telegram, on Twitter, on YouTube, here on Twitch. I think he can do it, Dennis. He have done it before with rent. What? I'm banned from Twitter. Why? Twitter deleted my account like maybe 3 months ago, so I started a new one. Like I couldn't log in. Once I opened the screen and your account, like I put everything in it, like it doesn't exist. Did you ever consider flying fighter jets? It was my dream when I was a kid, but nothing more than that. Alcasanova? What do you mean? I don't remember anything. Have memory problems. Applied? Appealed. Do you ever watch the Russian dude? Both pro-Ukraine Russians. I don't think that NFLRZ is really pro-Ukrainian Russian. He is, because he still like supports some of the Russian narratives. I know whom you are talking about. Russian dude, I think, is better. But NLFLZL, okay, that guy, he got the conflict with Callan Robertson, and I support, of course, Callan, and this NFLRZ is, I don't think he is like really in opposition. I don't think that Russian opposition itself is not the opposition really. We have the report from World at War. Interesting channel. United States military performs large attack demo near Venezuela. Earlier this week, the United States military executed its most significant demonstration of air power near Venezuela to date, involving multiple aircraft and coordinated bomber attack demo of the country's coast. Their fights focused in areas north Caracas and Isla Margarita, where Venezuelan forces recently trained for amphibious operations. The significant attack demonstration featured at least 6 aircraft, which included B-52 Fa-18 fighter jets from the United States Gerald Ford carrier. The end is near for Maduro. Yeah. The United States government strongly advises all United States citizens and lawful permanent residents to depart Venezuela immediately and not to travel there for any reason due to the high risk of the wrongful detention, kidnapping, crime, and civil unrest. Consular services are not available in the United States Embassy in Caracas. Embassy is suspended. Venezuela will soon turn into the war zone. Is there the chance? I think there is the chance. If Trump cannot stop the war in Ukraine, he should start the war. A new one, to stop it. Yeah, it's logical. Start the war to stop it and obtain the Nobel Prize. I don't think that even Trump's stupid enough to attack Venezuela. I think he is trying to pressure the leader. Maybe yes. Roman was fighting with Callan. Yeah, they had the argument, and I fully support Callan here. Callan is doing great job, absolutely great for Ukraine, and Roman is basically no one. Roman is no one. He did nothing for Ukraine, and Callan does absolutely great stuff. Roman just complains about his life in European Union. Poor Roman. Oh, people are joking already. Come on. Now you saw, yeah, the option where you can find out the location. The White House account is based in Epstein Island. Oh, this is great. Yeah, Roman cries like a baby. Yeah, I can't watch Roman after what he did. Yeah. Yeah, he should not attack like the guys who help Ukraine directly. Like he called Kellan a warmonger. What? Like he's stupid, like, really stupid fuck. Oh, this is interesting. Epstein Island. Ukrainian delegation has arrived in Switzerland for negotiations this evening to Geneva. Some old news. Ukrainian forces continue to counterattack in Pokrovsk direction, where the situation remains serious and dynamic. Russian military command appears to be redeploying relatively elite forces to Pokrovsk direction, likely in response for the soft rate of Russian advances. Yeah, it seems like I heard about it already. There is the channel. I do not follow it. Yeah, I don't follow it. There were with the maps, and definitely Russia sent some extra forces, but I cannot find this channel any longer, but I will find it. Europe seems to be preparing for something. What do you think is going to happen? Yeah, I should film one more video about it. I think it's going to happen war. What is going to happen? War. I'm sorry for my... like it's already evident, so it's just a matter of time. Just a matter of time, unfortunately. Yeah, Evelyn. Yeah, if there are preparations, it's gonna be like that. All the intelligence services are telling about it. Everyone. All the analytics. Now I want farmer's cheese, good cheese, feta. Feta cheese is apparently my favorite now. I don't know why, but I like cheese in general, but feta, like, I like it. Goat or sheep cheese, goat cheese, I think it is. So now we understand everything about this peace plan. So even it is understandable, I think, even for Trump, that it's all bullshit now. Trump just played this game in attempt to force Ukraine to sign it, but it's nothing burger. So it's interesting how Putin played everything of that. Like yesterday, he recorded the video. There is no new plan. We don't know what you are talking about, but we got familiar with this American plan. And maybe with but it requires some of our concessions, but maybe it could be used as the base for the further negotiations. But we are quite happy with our achievements on the front lines. That's how he said it. Not happy, satisfied with our achievements. See, Kupiansk was occupied. Grabbed by our army hands, he said. So he also like this bad actor player. Putin, this is hilarious. But Ukraine is losing, so how can you expect better deal? And Russia is winning? Really? Ukraine is trading its land for time and waiting for Russian economy to collapse under sanctions and long-range strikes. I wouldn't say Ukraine is losing. Sad that people are dying, but Ukraine is not losing. It's the perfect storm for Ukraine in general, with all of those internal corrupt scandals, with pressure from the United States, with limited military support, with Russia attacking more, yeah? But it's not the end of Ukraine. After all, Ukraine controls more territory today than it controlled in 2022. Ukraine didn't surrender in 2022. In February, then Russians were very close to Kiev. So it will not surrender now. There is absolutely no reason for Ukraine to surrender. Borscht, pizza, and pineapple. Oh, jeez. Ukraine's military statistics says I don't understand what he's saying. Can you imagine Roman in the war? Yeah, Roman, he escaped Russia not to take part in the war. That's what he says. If peace plan, why doesn't it mean a lot like ransom plan then? Yeah. Most people didn't even know Ukraine existed before this war, but yes, unfortunately, many are dying on both sides. Yes, Greg. Yeah. I think people still like, if you say to Americans, where is Ukraine, they will not show it. Most of them. I still think like that. Well, those who have education some level, they will show, but yeah, we know the level of their education, unfortunately. I'm not saying about older generation, I mean younger generation. Now education system is crazy. Even Austin Defender here. It's true. If true, it is beyond a massive fuck up on the part of both Rubio and Vitkov allowing this plan, which they claim is not and never was the policy of the Trump administration. to circulate as long as it did has likely caused permanent harm to any further negotiations to end the Russian invasion of Ukraine. Yes. Trump just jumped in. He's stupid. Like, he jumped into this we call it aventure. Hi, Ozzy. Aventura. Adventure. Gamble. I think gamble word fits here perfectly. Gambling. It was a big gamble, and he put everything on very stupid idea, and he lost it. Jeez. United States military is on high alert off the coast of Venezuela. Huge show of the force with 4 squadrons of F-18 Super Hornets and over 200 Tomahawk cruise missiles. 200 Tomahawks. Not too much. President Trump says he is open to speaking with Maduro, hoping to have the conversation soon. So it's all down again to pressure Maduro. Maduro said he is open to dialogue but not conflict.
The U.S. significantly increasing its military presence in the Caribbean, deploying bombers, warships, and Marines to target narco-terrorists. Lucas Tomlinson's live in Trinidad to explain. Hi, Lucas.
Good afternoon, Mike. And after this show of force of U.S. warships in the Caribbean, President Trump says he's open to speaking with Venezuela's leader, Nicolas Maduro, hoping to have that conversation soon. At a rally in Caracas, Maduro said he's open to dialogue, but not conflict.
War! War no! Never another war!
The way he speaks. Like this crazy priest. And people repeat, la 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 la.
In the Venezuelan capital of Caracas yesterday, hundreds of college students took to the streets, likely forced or highly encouraged, Mike, to support the embattled leader. Many blame for skyrocketing inflation and sending drugs and thousands of migrants to the U.S. shores. Here's Maduro doing his version of the peace dance. A Venezuelan cartel linked to Maduro and his regime will be added to the State Department's foreign terrorist list on Monday.
Reminds me something. You know what? Yeah, you know what.
Opening up to potential strikes by the U.S. military, where right now about a quarter of the U.S. Navy's deployed warships are in the Caribbean. The Vanguard right here, the aircraft carrier USS Gerald R. Ford, with 4 squadrons of F-18 Super Hornets aboard. There are now over 200 Tomahawk cruise missiles in theater aboard Gata missile destroyers and cruisers. And one of those destroyers, Mike, the USS Stockdale, recently cut off a Russian oil tanker headed for Venezuela from Cuba, according to Bloomberg. The tanker now sits off the coast of Venezuela, where the FAA has issued a new warning to airliners flying over Venezuela in the southern Caribbean after F-18s from Ford were seen flying offshore. Trump's former special envoy for Venezuela, Elliot Abrams, thinks regime change could be easier this time than in past.
Could be easier this time. Than where? Than in Iraq or where? That's the stupid idea to go with war against Venezuela. This special military operation will be a big fuck up. I think that maybe Trump is just bluffing. If he's stupid, if he's not stupid, I think he is stupid. How to say? If he is not completely stupid, he wouldn't start this war. He will not start it. Just bluff, So show some of the airplanes in the Caribbean Sea. That's it. Russia has put the Wagner group on the ground in Vilnius. Really? Where did you have this information? Denny David Gregory. He's dancing like the Chechen leader. There were some Trump moves also. Isn't it a requirement for dictators to have a mustache? Something is out there, but Putin is dictator without mustache. Mess with Venezuela, you mess with Russia. Are you sure? Russia is kind of far away. Wagner still exists. Yeah, Wagner still exists, but those are puppets of the Russian regime. It's like nothing. From the old Wagner, almost nothing left. Like there are now dogs of Russia, dogs of Putin. Could Ukraine generally win the United States pool intelligence and weapons? Ukraine cannot win unless Russian regime collapses. With intelligence, without intelligence, it doesn't that matter in the global picture. There's Russian cargo plane vendor. Cargo plane vendor was a Wagner plane. Really? Oh, let me show. Let me see. Wagner works more in Africa. Yeah, I think so. Hawker 800 departed Havana, Caracas. This is one of the jets that Maduro exported from United States. Russian aircraft previously linked to the Wagner Group is currently known to transport UAE mercenaries around Africa, arrives in Venezuela. It happened in October. Like previously linked to Wagner, how particular airplane could be linked in with Wagner? And we have it from this stupid fuck Jason Hinkel, who lives in Russia. So, Just Illusion 76 linked to Wagner or what? Previously linked. How this plane is linked to Wagner? Tail number T87876 linked to the Russian mercenary group Wagner. How it is linked? Someone give me information that it is linked to Wagner. How can you link Russian military plane to some of the private army? The plane is operated by Aviation Zitotrans, which is on the United States and other countries' sanction list. It's not a military, it's a commercial, but used for private. Yeah, it's some of the cargo company that was hired by Wagner to operate. It's not a Wagner plane. It belongs to the cargo airline. Russia is regularly sending its planes to flew allied regime, supporting them with weapons. Yes, but it's not a Wagner plane. In 2018, Russian Wagner mercenaries supported Assad regime, tried to storm United States positions in Syria. Within 12 minutes, the entire Russian battalion was wiped out by United States forces, leaving around 200 Russian destroyed. It's obvious that Putin doesn't want the Maduro regime to fall apart, trying to put Russia in the United States. Well, a couple of the planes, I think they sent there. It was, but do you think that it will really boost military of Venezuela? Of course not. What is seen in Africa carrying Wagner troops, maybe? Yeah. It's the private airline hired by Russia to operate its mercenaries elsewhere. Now it's understandable why they call it a Wagner plane. It's just not just a Wagner plane. It is used to deliver weapons, to send more stuff, not just Wagner. Valkyries By Wagner, yeah. The Wagner and Halliburton going to merge one day. Maybe. The Russian boat? Yeah, there was the Russian boat. Some sort of the old boat. I already spoke about it on a stream. I don't remember the name of it, but it was like some sort of the surveillance boat. Following several days of outage, outage from both Democrats and Republicans in Congress over 28-point peace agreement for Ukraine claimed to have been written jointly by senior officials from the United States and Russia. Republican Senator Mike Rounds announced tonight, after speaking with Secretary of State Marco Rubio, that he proposed the proposal being circulated was a document written by Russians, not the United States. Senator Angus King stated that the leaked plan, which was allegedly provided to the White House, Special Envoy Witkov, by officials claimed to be representing Russia, was essentially Russian wish list of demands by Russia, and was not the position of the Trump administration. Neither Rounds King nor any other senator appeared to understand why it took the administration over 3 days to make clear the 28-point plan was not the policy being pushed by United States. Fuck. Republican senators on delegation of Halifax stated that they were also told by Secretary Rubio that he was unaware of any ultimatum provided to Ukraine requiring their agreement to the ceasefire plan before Thanksgiving, with the threat of pulling material and intelligence support from Kyiv. Shit. This is dark. This is dark. Really. That's the shame. Yeah. Trump is stupid fuck. And the great part of his administration, this is I cannot comprehend it properly. Oh, fuck. Now, Secretary Rubio, admitted that it was a Russian proposal. Jeez. Yeah, I told, even, I think 3 or 2 days ago, I told that it's nothing burger, but that kind of the nothing burger. This is just, this is beyond the shame. And how can you speak now with Americans? I mean, how Donny will came out with new peace initiatives, nothing to talk about any longer. Really nothing to talk about. Reality is worse than South Park, yes. Maybe I should name the video like that. Reality is worse than South Park. They want you emotional so they can take advantage. No, I mean, I think they were sincere. They were sincere in proposing Russian demands to Ukraine. That's why we haven't seen any sort of the accessions, any sort of the accessions of Russia there. Only Ukraine should do this, Ukraine should do that, Ukraine should do everything. New peace plan gives Soviets Alaska, yeah. Is J.D. Vance pregnant yet in South Park? Um, yes, if he did it with Buba. Someone was throwing spaghetti at the wall saying if it will stick. Yes. Oh, that's the good one, DK. That's the good one. Ukraine and Russia are too far apart. I don't think there will be a peace at all. It will end on the battlefield. H. Hooper. I think, it will end with collapse of Russian regime or collapse of the Russian economy. So they will be physically not able to send any more soldiers, any more gear, something like that. But it might take years, like decades could be. I think that Russia still can handle it like for years. I'm sure about it. Even though that some of the speakers say that the Russian economy is struggling with that military support from allies and like China supports them. They trade with some other part in the world. They trade with Europe. Actually, Europe paid more to Russia, more than 100. I think I shared this graph. 100 with something billion dollars. Russia received more from Europe than Ukraine for its military support. Like, it's never-ending story, guys. Never-ending story. Sadly, think Russia will lose territory in the Caucasus. Yeah, I think Russia will be disintegrated. Finally, it's the destiny of every empire. I have seen more and more video by orcs telling their family and friends to not to go to Ukraine. Yes. You know why they go? They're in desperate state in their homes outside Moscow. Yeah, if they leave Moscow, St. Petersburg, some other fancy cities. They have debts, they have families, they have like very terrible state in their civilian life. And they like to watch Russian TV. This propaganda is coming also from Russian influencers. It's like tradition actually for Russia and for Soviets to watch TV every evening. Время program time, it's called. Oh, news. Yeah, my grandpa is like that. So they're brainwashed that everything is doing well. Russians are doing well. It doesn't mean that they support Putin with their heart fully. No, most of the Russians, they support themselves. They're very egoistic in their kind of primal with their needs. So they see that Russia is winning in Ukraine. On their TV, they show, our guys. They show brave warriors wearing Russian warriors wearing outstandingly cool uniform and everything. And they say, okay, I can go there. We're going to win the special military operation. I'm going to have millions of rubles in my bank account. So I'll sign the contract. I have nothing to do. I'm alcoholic. I'm drug addict, maybe. Maybe I have a debt. Maybe my family is struggling. I don't see where I can find money. So let's go. And then they go to Ukraine. They understand that it's one-way ticket. One way. And they're being zeroed in those mid-wave attacks. This is crazy. And if Russia will not pay them, they will not go. So the problem that Russia still has money to pay. The task for international community is to not make it possible for Ukraine as well. But sadly, Europe pays Russia more for everything than for Ukraine. They need money, but the commanders report them as missing, so wife gets no money. Yeah, there are some of the cases even like that. Isn't it normal then eventual loser of war doesn't get anything to say in peace process? Maybe, yeah. It's horrific, really, yeah. It depends. They may get paid Dera. They sometimes get paid before, sometimes after. It depends on particular situation, time, and the region that mobilizes Russian soldiers. Some of them got paid right away. Some of them, I heard the stories that not right away, later. Different. And it depends on the local budget of particular region, because if it has money right away to pay, they pay. It's happening like that. China knows Russia going down, but I think it will help drag them. Yeah. China will drag them as far as they can, but still they will not risk their relations with the United States and Europe. I mean, they trade directly. So I think finally they will be forced to let Russia go. I hope so. A peace process is usually a negotiation. Yeah. And I think I already showed you, yeah, those Russians that are been mobilized. Where are they? Those Russian narcoholics. I saw this video somewhere. I even recorded it. Now I cannot find it on Telegram. Maybe on Butусov channel he likes to share this kind of the trash. Butусov. Oh yeah, of course. I think you already saw those. It's too much sound.
Даже на полигон, блядь, брать не хотят. Усанки ебаные. Каску...
They're just mobilized, you see? And this instructor tells, we're not gonna get them to the military drill, shooting range, because of their state.
Свою, я тебя последний раз прошу, нахуй.
Put up your helmet, soldier, he says.
Подними и стой, нахуй, с этой каской.
Get it up and stand.
Сейчас, не дай бог, ты упадешь, пидорас. Я тебя обоссу, отвечаю.
If you fall down, I'm gonna piss on you. This is crazy. But not all of the Russian army is like that, of course, but they have very capable forces and soldiers. But still, they hire those for mid-wave, straightforward. They may send those guys forward, get them what they need. They will run like those donkeys. And at the same time, the other Russian army will spot Ukrainian positions and operate with the drones, for example, Rubicon drone unit. So it's fun, yeah, to watch, but it's not entire Russian army, just for you to understand. But they mobilized those guys. I wonder what they used to get to this condition.
Зачем подписывал?
This guy looks like he wears the glasses. It's kind of strange. He looks like the IT guy or something. Drug-powered donkeys, yeah.
А кто, я, что ли, сука? Меня обманули. Обманули.
Instructor asks him, why did he choose to go to the Russian army then, if he is in this state? He says, I was betrayed. I was given the wrong information and they dragged me to the Russian army. That's what he said.
Что не хотел?
I didn't want to sign it, to sign to the Russian army.
А зачем подписал?
But why did you sign? But he already said why.
Тебя били? Тебя били?
Was you beaten to sign it, like physically?
Ты поддатый был. Гер...
Я был поддатый, it means I was drunk. So basically, I was drunk, then I signed the contract.
Да, был?
This one is probably the most awake person from them all.
Дочеркался. Ты зачем подписывал контракт? Пьяный был.
Why did you sign the contract? пьяный был. I was drunk.
Ты зачем подписывал контракт? А зачем подписывал? Думал, бросишь.
He thought that he would sign the contract and give up drinking. Я думал, я брошу пить. I thought I will give up drinking.
Бросил пить?
Did you give up drinking? Instructor said.
А хули ты себя ведешь так?
Why do you behave like that?
Как черт. А? Причина какая?
What's the reason for you to get so drunk? Okay, so finally they were drunk. It's not fentanyl, it's vodka.
Подлечим пить бросишь по-любому. Че ты себя ведешь-то сейчас как черт, раз ты его сам подписал?
Why do you behave like that if you signed the contract voluntarily?
Ты что думал, здесь детский сад тебе нахуй?
Did you think that here is the kindergarten for you?
Реабилитационный центр?
Or rehabilitation hub?
Нянчиться?
How you call those? Not the hub, rehabilitation centers, how you call those? Retreat, yeah. Some retreat, yeah.
Буду, да?
Or...
Здесь и так все для вас, нахуй. Одели, обули и...
Army takes care of you. You got the clothes, you have the food and everything.
3 раза кормят, нахуй.
3 times you are feeded. So 3 times a day they have this. The food. Jesus Christ. Rehab. Second best army in the world, indeed. Yeah, but it's not all of them like that. But they mobilize everyone. Those kind of, but still they have like capable. Russia is always like 2 armies, capable forces and those chmobiks whom they send straight forward with the flags or someone somewhere. Like they just waste them there, and that's it.
Баньку водят. Хули надо-то еще?
They even have some sort of the Russian banya. It's some sort of the sauna, but banya.
Ты зачем подписал контракт?
Why did you sign the contract? I was drunk. Why did you sign it? I was drunk and I was taken, he said. And that's the end of the video. I was drunk and I was taken. So not only those conscription centers, they are forcing them to sign it. They are taking them in their drunk state. Jeez. Rehab in the Russian army. Imagine, yeah, one-way rehab. Вітаю, surfer. Awful how many men they are taken out. Yeah. Delirium, tremendous, белая горячка, yeah. Just meant to the green, meet to the grinder, yeah. Like the best, what Russian army may do with them is to give them Russian flag and to send them somewhere, little by little, yeah. To send them to 10 kilometers away, maybe they will make it, maybe not, they can barely stand. But it's like one way, yeah? One way with a Russian flag. Then a Russian drone operator takes the picture with a drone, shares it to higher military command. Gerasimov looks at the picture. We have the Russian flag. Let's increase the red controlled territory of Russian army. Then he sends everything to Putin. That's it. Those guys are telling to Putin that Putin controls Kupiansk. Jeez. The sunflower fertilizer brigade. Yeah, and many of the guys like that. You know, today, I think Strelkov, I'll try to find his message. Do I still follow Strelkov? I think I don't follow him. I thought he will not type. How to look? Here's the search. Strelkov. Why there is no... I am searching somewhere in the channel. Well, I don't know. Maybe I can do it via phone, because via phone I know how to do it. This desktop Telegram version is stupid. Strelkov Ivanovich. I follow him. And where is he in my list? Yeah, Strelkov is not... he wrote, I think, a few days ago. It's kind of interesting to read. Over the past 2 weeks, I have sent you either 2 or even 3 letters. Okay, from the prison, he sends the letters to his spouse. This time I will respond briefly. Maybe this will help the letter to get delivered safer. I again express confidence that all of our recent tactical success on the front will ultimately lead to nothing. And it's about Russian. Yeah, Strelkov Girkin, yeah? Because they are not supported by appropriate strategic reserves, and there is in turn cannot be created without the pressure and persist implementation of strategic tasks to defeat the so-called Ukrainian statehood. Holding on already completely and utterly spoiled hopes, illusions about the possibility of a decent compromise with partners will not even get slightest hope for this very compromise. So he says that still Russia wants to get some sort of the compromise, but it's not possible. It's his opinion. Too much has been invested in so-called Ukraine in terms of forces, resources, and prestige by the former dear Western partners. Too much money and political VIP careers will burn in the event of even a partial defeat of the Kiev regime, as not to give Moscow the victory, not even saying to give Moscow the victory. In a similar, we are unable to achieve the complete defeat of the armed forces of Ukraine with the forces we have. So he says that peace is unachievable because West supports Ukraine, and Russia cannot achieve victory in the front lines because forces are not enough. If we are really capable of this now, the partners themselves would look for ways to save everything they can still be safe, writing off as losses that cannot be saved. This translation is terrible. There is the reason of this. Even if we seriously consider that the Ukrainian armed forces unit facing our troops have lost or will soon lose combat capability, after which they will begin to retreat at the slightest pressure on them, which is not even close yet, the question remains open. With what, whom to go further to occupy and reliably secure for ourselves, like those territories for ourselves. and then reliably defend those most important centers of so-called Ukraine and guarantee the further capitulation. The troops available on the fronts are insufficient for this, for Russia. And if the retreating enemy is not pushed to administrative border Zaporizhia, Donbass, then after some time, with high probability, the autumn of 2022 will repeat. Then our troops that had withdrawn to administrative boundaries were attacked near Kherson. So he says about the possible even Ukrainian counterattack if Russian forces got exhausted. Moreover, the enemy was probably already supported from the rear by contingent of the coalition of the willing. Well, Strelkov is dreaming too much, but his analysis about incapability of the Russian forces, and definitely that Russia should have lots of the army men and army resources to protect occupied regions, is of course it's true. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. It's very, very interesting. 2 seconds after Flag 41 is turned inside out by the drone. Yeah. ICE has been busy in San Juan area. Russia always accuse other countries of the same thing they're actually happening. Yeah, they're doing this stuff, they're accusing other. How long until Gerasimov leads the next mid wave? The worms around Pokrovsk will save some space, yeah. Oh, it's been 2 hours we are speaking. I wonder how many views I have. 155 today's the stream is outstanding, guys. It's better than before. Okay, now the State Department is saying that 28-point plan was authorized by the United States directly contradicts earlier statement from Senators Rounds and King. What else can I say? We propelled the Russian plan. We propelled the Russian plan. Senator Round says Rubio told him it is not our recommendation, it's our peace plan. Senator King says Rubio told him it's not the administration's position. What? Like, they fucked it up, they want to cover it, it's evident. It's a big massive evacuation of the diplomatic personnel is underway in Venezuela. This have we know world news. United States military poised to drop leaflets over Caracas, highlighting leaflets over Caracas, highlighting 50 million reward for Maduro, arrest, conviction, or psyop to ramp up pressure on him. Could start tomorrow his birthday. Senior United States officials tells Axios as Trump administration has consistently maintained this plan was authorized by the United States within input from both Russian and Ukrainians. This plan has always been a hopeful start. Oh, fuck them. Massive evacuation, yeah. More airlines suspended flights to Venezuela after United States aviation regulation warned of the risks links to heightened military activity. TAM Air Portugal, LATAM, Avianca, GOL, and Caribbean Airlines. So it's like with Epstein files, they try to cover everything up. I mean, with this peace deal, it's... Yeah, so the State Department appears to openly accusing a group of senators of lying about conversation with Secretary Rubio. The exact truth about how the plan was formulated remains unknown. One thing that is clear that United States heads to possible negotiations next week with a very unclear position, message, and understanding of who is actually handling the talks. Really fucked up. Ukraine is losing land and Putin is not looking for more war. What dementia doing? Jeez. Aren't the occupied areas infrastructure falling and winter's coming? Yeah, it's falling. Fun fact, around 20 Russian trolls have just received a Sunday morning notification saying Hulu is kaboom. Aren't they occupied? I read it. Trump endorsed as if it was his own plan. Yeah. He doesn't know what happened around him. Yeah. Just push whatever is handed to him. Yes, Evelyn. He didn't go to I'm sure he didn't read it. He didn't read it at all. He is like this guy in a diaper. I'm sure that Trump is very aware of this. Wouldn't be surprised if he's been backing off support. I think that he didn't know that it was really written by Russians, I think. Or maybe he doesn't care. He didn't know, or either he doesn't care. He wants to push whatever he has. Totally insane. Trump yelled at Zelensky at the first meeting. Yeah. And they pushed together with Vitkov. You see, Zelensky last office visit to the presidential office, Oval Office. And then Zelensky tweeted that Vitkov pushed him for territorial concessions to Russia to retreat from Donbass. Here we have it in different variant. Peace plan, so-called. Trump can read. Yeah, I'm sure that Trump is buffoon, idiot. It's already evident. Wow, what is happening there, guys? It's beyond understanding. United States issues civil aviation alert due to increased military activity in Venezuela. Yeah. And I'll try to find it. I'm sure we have it on flight radar 24. Boom. Oh, some plane is squawking emergency from Tenerife to Glasgow, UK, Scotland, and diverting to Dublin. Oh. Do we have flight radar? Do we have some issues? Oh, yeah. NOTAM. United States security NOTAM for Venezuelan airspace. Here we have it. Issues NOTAM Friday 21st of November. Actually, it's 21st of November it was issued. The new NOTAM. Maybe we have something new. Is there something new? No, 21st. Strange. Oh, I'll follow some other channels, also aviation channels. Breaking aviation news. No, they have everything old. That's it, probably. Maybe I can go Notam. It will show us Venezuela. Yeah, this one. Notam is in effect. Notam is in effect in a Caracao FIR near Venezuela. Pilots flying to or from airports in the area are advised to exercise extreme caution due to frequent radar and pilot reports of unidentified aircraft in the terminal airspace. That's what we have. That's what we have. Fly with caution, yeah. But lots of the airlines, they already canceled their flights there. Curacao. Curacao. Sounds Japanese. An Indian fighter jet crashed at the air show. Yeah, it was, I think, yesterday or the day before yesterday. Crazy stuff. We can watch it. We can watch it and maybe we'll have some of the analysis.
I am already making video before.
I think not enough energy for making this and not enough altitude to make this out. Simply very low altitude. Maybe airspeed was also low for this maneuver. Maybe he plunged down too much here on entrance. But it was definitely a pilot mistake, so jet was working fine. Yeah. Maybe did too much nose down here. Too much. Not enough out. He should have ejected before. The jet crash. Oh, some of the YouTubers already discussing that stuff. This maneuver is nothing outstanding like Tejas crashed. It's similar to this one, yeah? Just with a loop. Maybe nose too much down nose. And the altitude, yeah, it's very low altitude, so boom. The same maneuver was they usually do on this air show, like the plan is the same. The plan is the same for every sort of the air show. In the previous air show, they also did the stunt the same. Yeah, just a pilot mistake. Too low, maybe not too much energy it has. It had. Yeah. Maybe India under French license boat. Maybe. Looks like Mirage, yeah, or Rafale, but more like Mirage. It's like Mirage. Time, I think you eject instantly. Milliseconds. Power, I don't think he lost power. Yeah, Mirage, looks like Mirage. Maybe French sold the license. The engine was working, it is evident. It was noise, the noise was coming. And it was just enough, like without engine, he will not be possible. It will not be possible. Like he already recovered, here already recovered, but just continue with some of the inertia and collapse. Not enough altitude. That's it. We'll come back to Ukraine and the war will be finished. Honestly, I'll see. We'll see. I don't like our system out there. Everyone wants, like all those tax authorities, everyone wants something from you. They push you, they also corruption, you see. After this corruption scandal, I'm dissatisfied, like really demotivated a lot. Here, like everything is simple. Just pay your taxes and do the stuff and everything will be all right. There, even if you pay taxes or something else, they will try to get more from you. So we'll see. Ultra MAGA Trump 2028, Nigeria. Commentary Tom Homan. Eastern Europe, non-EU. Eastern Europe, non-EU. Okay. MAGA Warrior, South Asia. Connected via South Asia Android app. Russian Army, India, yeah. Today has been an absolute bloodbath for many of the large accounts in the MAGA, pro-Russian, pro-Chinese, pro-Iranian, pro-Israel, and crypto communities following the implementation of account location info by X. Yeah. Can we see like about account? Can we check it? I wonder how can more about this account. Yeah. United States. It's gonna be interesting. Europe. Connected via North American App Store. It's interesting. The White House has proposed United States military leaflet drop. Okay, that's what I read already. Trump-Putin pact. Looks like Molotov-Ribbentrop vibes, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, seeing all of these MAGA accounts get exposed as foreign actors trying to destroy the United States is complete vindication of Democrats like myself and many. I wonder why Elon made this happening, because actually it exposes those kind of the pro-Russians and MAGA stuff. Yeah, he sympathizes to those people, I guess. After all. Rubio's Venezuela gamble could make or break his political future. Secretary Rubio is leading Trump's pressure campaign to force Venezuela's Maduro out. With airstrikes, warships, and 15,000 United States troops deployed near the region. Airstrikes on those boats, maybe. It's all being framed as the war on drug cartels, but insiders say regime change is the real goal, of course. And Rubio's reputation is on the line. If Maduro falls, it could boost Rubio's standing in his home state of Florida, especially among Cuban and Venezuelan exiles who helped power his rise. But if it fails, or leads to chaos, the risks losing support from both those voters and MAGA isolationists who never trusted his hawkish side to begin with. And Trump, he might cut a deal with Marco if oil and optics line up, leaving Rubio to explain why all that firepower didn't lead to change. Source Politico. Interesting. Yeah, what happened on Twitter with the geolocation, like whom really accounts belong to, it's nice. They all have selfish motives. Venezuela would be another Vietnam for the United States. Venezuela is not Iraq. It has a judge and inaccessible jungle and inaccessible terrain. Yeah, I also think like that. And it's gonna be for the terrain similar to Vietnam. Yeah, it's gonna be difficult. So that's for this reason. I don't think that Donny really would start this war. I don't think that America will, like, it's illogical to start this war. Even with Maduro as dictator, and it still would be a very bad move, very bad from United States. Like, it's okay if dictator steps down, but if there is the war, extensive war for that, no. It's gonna be another taco. Yeah, I think so. I think it's gonna be taco. They're gonna fly very close to Venezuela, drop those propaganda leaves or something, or push somehow. But it's illogical for them to start the war. Like, I don't know what is inside Trump's head and all of this MAGA schmaga thing, but it's illogical to start this war. Absolutely. The administration is in lack of logic. In logic, yeah. I don't want to review that war, honestly. I'll have to if it starts, but that will be stupid. It would be worse than Iraq, of course. Kirill Dmitriev. Facts. Ukraine leaked the United States peace plan through Deputy Honcharenko. This plan was leaked before. United States officials confirmed at Wall Street Journal that this leaked plan, one point, was changed from an audit of international aid to full amnesty. Russia did not leak the plan or its existence details. That's the bullshit. It was leaked by Dmitriev, and Vitkov said about it. No, Kirill, you bought an auto-translated proposal from the Kremlin to the negotiators. Then you shared your version of the list with Barack Ravid, yes, and told him as if this were exclusive insider information. He happily shared it, knowing it was going to be sensational material. Barack Ravid, he is working for Axios. Well, he's like independent, but also works for Axios. This guy. He shared it. Like, he posts too much, I guess. So initially the information came from him. And he got it from Dmitriev. We even gave fuel to our trying to save his hide. Yeah. Demonstrations like in illogic. Yeah, I read that one. Jeez. Yes, we have just 12 viewers on Twitch. Come on, what is happening with my Twitch account? Before it was more like, maybe people enjoy YouTube more. We have 150 viewers there. Maximum for today, 164. Well, maybe it's a night time. Maybe we are not training on Twitch. Don't forget, Trump has had a perfect MRI, the best ever. Yeah. Even though he couldn't say what they were looking at. Yeah, that's funny. That's hilarious. World news and events. United States is positioned to kick or launch a new phase of Venezuela-related operations, Reuters reported. oh shit, just a moment. Ultra MAGA Trump 2028. Nigeria. Ultra MAGA Trump 2028. From Nigeria. How about F-35s to Saudis? It's crazy, yeah. He likes to have deals with dictators. So the talks will be interesting tomorrow in Switzerland. I think Zelensky may laugh on Trump and his proposals. Like, you don't know, guys, what you want to propose, and you're saying about security guarantees. Jeez. Turn off events. MAGA is now begging Elon Musk to turn off the account location feature after their foreign bot operation was exposed. Well, I'm not sure, just some people post that shit. Yeah, it is crazy. Did Jake Bro reviewed something? Like, did he publish today something? No, I think not. Give up your military and 20% of your land. Who would agree on that? Yeah, of course. No one would. Did you see Squad go to Ukraine? No. Like, I have the problem with the servers, but I'm waiting for one more game. Like, it's called Glory to Heroes. I think it's the name. Let me check store. Where is my wish list? Yeah, this one. Boom. It's a Ukrainian game. Coming soon to early access. The developers of this game intend to release as a work in progress, developing with the feedback of players. Games in early access are not complete and may or may not change further. Dev-Tone Games. They didn't produce any games before. From what I understood, it's their first game. What is this? M777? They promised to release this year, but it seems like it's coming soon. That's it. Can you play for Russians too? It seems like. For Motorola or who is there will be. It seems like they have new screens. Just photos. I want to. Is it a new video? Izum? That's the real place. Izum, it's Kharkiv Oblast. Fuck, this... the lyrics is crazy touching.
До міста з південного сходу через село Кам'янка і захопити стратегічні позиції. Сили ворога на нашому напрямку 2 БТГ 106-ї десантної дивізії. Сила, відвага, честь.
Well, reminds Stalker a little. BMP2. It's lagging a little even on this, like a little lagging. I hope they'll optimize everything. Similar to Battlefield 6 as for the menu selection. It's interesting that you can manipulate with the rifle differently. I hope it will be an okay game and not disappointment. Because they're working on it for a very, very long time. Yeah, very similar to Stalker. Really similar. No, they use Slur here. That's the other one. Looks good. It's made Ukrainian company. Yeah, yeah. They're making it for a long time already. Well, the graphics is not the best, as you see, like from the first Stalker with mods. But the graphics is not like the biggest thing. Yeah, looks interesting. New screenshots that we already seen from that video. I hope they will polish it and it will be good. Interesting. And it should be released like very soon. Katsab Navy had to move out of Sevastopol. Yeah, had to move out, but unfortunately we had stupid government. They didn't push them hard enough to move out. New releases. What do we have? Some porn games. Call of Duty Black Ops 7 is crazy bad. Mostly negative reviews. Side effects. Jeez. Total chaos. What is this? PG-12. Some sort of the quest game. Maybe. Looks interesting, actually. Nemesis 2. Yeah? Entry. I don't want. Why my date is not saved here? Doesn't really matter. Robot trying to restore humans to the planet. Oh, nice. Enjoy Bannerlord. Yeah, Glory to Heroes is a nice game. Probably, we'll see. M777, yeah, M777 is nice. 5 hearts under the roof is what you need. Haha, yeah, Steam wants that stuff for me to buy that stuff. Looks like satisfactory, yeah. Oh, it's 2 hours 45 minutes, guys. I think I will go. Okay? Hope you don't mind. Actually, I want to stream games all the time. I want to stream, but it goes to just chatting. I think just chatting is also good. At least we have this connection, communication. It's so nice to have you here. Yeah, guys, you're awesome. Hope you sleep well. Hope you have a great day. Depends where you live, yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Hopefully everything is going to be over. Well, everything is going to be over one day for everyone. I mean, this war. So, see you guys. Ciao.